Okay, this is day 7.
What is happening?
Our last day in California. We decided that we were not going to go back to Yosemite this day, based on how long it takes to get to Yosemite Valley from the gate and all that kind of stuff. I was kind of like, hey, Katie, it takes 3 hours to get to San Jose. There's this thing called Winchester Mansion. It's
Winchester Magic House or some shit.
Mystery House?
Mystery
House. Which seemed interesting to me. I had heard the stories about it. I watched the movie.
I didn't know there was a movie.
It's called Winchester. And I was curious. And also where is Biltmore? Is that in North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay. So I had been to Biltmore in North Carolina. Pretty impressive. So I was thinking, based off the stories that I had heard, that this Winchester would be kind of the same. It was not. But at the same time, it kind of was. Our time to go in was at 1:30, so we had some time to kill. And we were looking up some other things to do. And the Rose Garden. Rose Garden was what we decided within the time frame that we had to go visit.
Pretty epic. A lot of roses.
It was big, had a lot of roses, which we will feature here. And we'll just say that we're clicking through them right now. We saw a really cool truck, and I videotaped it. You'll be seeing that. But Katie, this rose garden was hideous. It
was not hideous. It was just in a kind of it was not well maintained, and the surrounding areas were a little trashy.
Let's put it this way. You know about angles when people take photos? You know what I mean? You got people, look, you can't really see it, but I got I'm hiding it with the angle. The angles, I'm hiding it. Katie took photos of the rose garden, but she gave it angles. So it covered up the hideousness of it. But all these roses, the roses were very nice. I will agree, the roses were nice, but she was using angles to cover up how hideous the actual park was. Where we parked, there was a sign that says no overnight stay, but clearly there was a dude.
People living in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, there's a dude with his mini RV with a sofa out, next to it with a tarp tied to it, and on the side of his RV, he has spray painted Cali life, which cracked me up. This is the Winchester.
Dude, it's silly.
And here's some of the clothing that they were wearing back, and those are the Winchester rifles. Oh, that's the story. The Winchester Mystery Mansion was built by the heiress of the Winchester Rifle Company.
Well, she married the man who...
Yes, she was the widow of the family who created the gun that won the war, from what they said. And she was under the impression, through some influence of other people, that she was haunted by spirits.
Well, her baby died.
Oh yes.
After a couple months, and then her husband died soon after that.
She definitely had some unfortunate things happen.
Okay.
But a medium, a oracle, if you will, an anus-mancer told her that she needed to move out west and build a mansion, and they had to constantly be...
you always had to hear the sounds of hammers.
Yeah, the sound of hammers and stuff would drive the spirits crazy or something. So it was constantly under construction. It was never ended. It was always under construction while she was alive. There's 160 rooms. We got to see 110. It was built, and she designed it along with other people. So there's really crazy stuff going on in there, doors that lead to nowhere, steps that go into ceilings, and pantry doors that lead to hallways. It was kind of cool. I mean, I think they kind of talked up some of the things, to give it more mystery. But it was a cool thing to look at, and I actually enjoyed some of the unfinished rooms more. And there was an earthquake that destroyed a 3rd level, and she took that as a sign that she needed to stop working on the 3rd level, and so started expanding outward or something like that. I got some photos of that Here's Katie taking advantage of these thin hallways. Oh, the lady was like what, 4?
She was really short.
She was small. So the ceilings and the doorways are like
sometimes quite small.
Yeah, very, because it's like they didn't need it to be, and she had some kind of painful arthritis or something, so she couldn't get up steps real well. And yeah, but it was a cool place. I was a little disappointed, but because again, I was judging it to my previous visit to Biltmore, and I was thinking there's going to be a huge property, but something weird.
Oh, and it's like in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it's like dead freaking center, and it's like big, huge buildings and like McDonald's. I made that up, but like Chick-fil-A or whatever next door to it. So it's kind of like takes away from the magic of it because you're surrounded by just like massive city life. But there was a lot of cool things in there. I guess what they said is that all the furniture got sold or taken by the niece who was living with them. So none of the furniture that's there is original. But it's still a very... Katie's unhappy with this photo. There's a lot of cool stuff there. The house is cool. It would be awesome to be able to have alone time to be able to walk through it and take a photo. I don't know what else to say. Just being with a tour group and there's always people. It's very hard to get photos.
I also didn't like the tour guide because I'm a real jerk, but she reminded me of someone I really don't like.
There you go.
So I was like, bad vibes. Ugh.
Don't get the tour guide that looks like somebody you know. Here I am looking very concerned at the ceiling above me.
This is what people actually put on Tinder when they really should be putting other photos on Tinder.
Yes, this is.
That's scary.
Exactly. It's like, is this guy going to kill me?
Exactly.
I'm definitely getting some murder vibes from this guy right here. Oh, wait. No, he's smiling. He's good. He's good.
Oh, he's getting closer though.
Yeah, Katie loved how thin these hallways were. Yeah, there we go. Big baby. Okay. It was a cool place. I was let down though a little bit, not gonna lie, but I am grateful that I got it out of my system as something to see. Katie completely unimpressed with the kitchen right there. Then when we were done, first we did the Rose Garden, and then we did Winchester, and then we went to
Natural Arches
in
Monterey Bay.
Okay. And that's a beach. We walked.
We drove 45 more minutes.
Yeah, to see this, and we saw some tide pools.
Tiny little crabs.
Yeah, and there's all these birds up on this rock, like nesting. It was cool. We saw the anemones and little crabs.
We saw all the amenities.
Yes, everything it had to offer. Yeah, and then we came back, and then on Saturday, we woke up, we got ready to leave. Here we are. We made it to the airport. I was trying to.
I got so many snacks.
Yeah, I was trying to take a photo without her knowing. And she just instantly knew somehow that I had the camera out, and she just turned and was like, this is where she starts reading, and she went to her own world, and I didn't see her again until, and this is the plane. It was crazy. We flew to Denver. We flew from. Where were we in California?
Yeah.
Fresno.
To Denver. To Grand friggin' Rapids.
Yeah, we flew from Fresno to Denver to Grand Rapids, then back to
Why do they do
freaking
that?
Chicago. Frustrating, stupid. But it was like our airplane was like a freaking dance club. These lights, and the lights suddenly changed to bright red, and I, more loudly than what I meant to, was very impressed with them, and I was like, whoa! Oh damn, spin on your computer. I said whoa so loud. I was even like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. But I don't know. The switch in lights really freaked me out.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's Katie. She's like,
what am I pointing at?
I don't know. You got like a hair on your lip there. Yeah, I'm not sure. They said something about snacks, and you were like, "Are they giving snacks
I don't
away?"
like the snacks though, so.
You're like, meats? They're giving away meats? Judah, did they say meats?
Oh, we're waiting.
Oh, look, the lights are about to change. This is right before I made the really big, loud, "Doo!" because you could see
You're
that.
wearing your Yosemite shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I think didn't you put yours on? No,
I
I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, you can see that one light behind me is turning red, and all the rest of them too, and that's when I like freaked out. So we're taking off from Grand Rapids to Chicago. Stupid. But I took these,
Nice.
sunset photos, and I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
And here we are flying into Chicago, somewhere fireworks are going off. I think they were pretty happy we were back. And that's what the fireworks were all about.
Definitely.
Okay, so that was it. We enjoyed going to Yosemite. I would go back, but probably will never go back.
I would go back, but I will never go back.
Just because there's so many other places I want to go, Before we went, I was really concerned that Katie and I started hanging out and just taking like walks together, and only spending like 45 minutes together. So I was really concerned that a 24/7 thing was going to be really difficult. It turned out not being difficult. It went so well that at the end, I proposed to her that we do it again. And did you like that?
Is that right?
Yeah. And I was like, "Hey, we're going to Alaska."
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I'll look into it." Okay, no.
Because I'm poor. Send money.
There you go. She's going to set up her OnlyFans with all her feet photos. You can, pay for that subscription.
I'm not doing it. I'll send you feet photos directly if you send me money directly.
We'll put her info in the description below. We can get her to Alaska. No, had a great time. I was super thankful that when I suggested doing this, she was like, "Yeah, let's do it," because I wouldn't have gone had she not also been like, "Yeah, let's do this." Turned out great. We didn't hate each other. Probably had a few moments where we were just like, "Oh, you're lame," but that's about it. I would definitely, if you have the time, I'd go to Yosemite. It's beautiful. Prepare yourself. Read all you can before you go to be prepared. If there's any way to get yourself campsite the whole time in Yosemite, do it, because it'll definitely save you a lot of driving time. Again, thanks for watching. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Maybe we'll, she's not going to Alaska, she can't do it, but maybe me and some of my family members that go with me to Alaska will do this again. Let me know if it was too long, too much information, what you'd like to see if I do this again. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. I can imagine. I was a little frightened, I was like, this may be the end of the relationship right here.